my dear ones, this is a personal and spiritual growth reading for the members of my channel, and it was requested in the last poll in the community section. So this was the option that won that little contest, or it had the greatest statistic. So I will do a personal and spiritual growth reading for the collective members at my channel. And it will be a timeless reading, so whenever you see this will be the perfect time to watch it. Okay, so I use the THELEMA tarot, and when I open your deck I see Death together with Two of Cups. So we need to make big changes when it comes to relationships with other people. There's something like big happening here on earth with you, my members. You are walking through a doorway, and you are not going to relate to other people in the way that you related to them before. And I call the divine with love and light. And here we have Three of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. This doesn't mean that the relationships themselves are over. It was just a big need for transformation and work on oneself. And we have the Three of Pentacles there, showing that this is a group activity. So even if you feel very disconnected from other people at this point, you're still very connected to them. And I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have Chariot with the Two of Cups. And this is about believing in your own ideas when it comes to your different relationships. I'm not talking about romantic relationships here only. It's your family, your friends, your co-workers, your relationship with authority, all these things that you shouldn't feel like you shouldn't feel small in this relationships. You should make yourself being a big part of it, and that maybe that you are also more important than the relationship itself at this point, to not do the old thing that you have left behind with death and maybe become a codependent to different situations. Actually hold your head very high in all your relationships. Okay, so I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Four of Cups together with the Two of Cups. So if you need to take a break or a pause from other people, even if you can still love them, but maybe at this point you need to work on this, your own foundation, and to be able to make your own emotions tranquil and harmonious with or without this group of people that you're working with. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear membership collective. And I want my members to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. With the devil and the Knight of Wands, player kind of person. So I'm thinking this is you, and this is what you're up against. So stay in tune with this. You don't need to invite this energy into your life. It's not necessary. Work on self-love and to be happy in your own little universe. The relationship is still there. You just need to... it's almost equal forces here. You're a little bit stronger. And this person here focus on maybe drama and turmoil and winning. This is about competition and combat, and you are focusing on love. So continue to focus on love, but don't love these other people to death. Focus on being love in the world, representing love, loving yourself, doing things that makes you happy. And these individuals here, they can they can have all the drama that they want on their own. See if they like it. Okay. Ace of Wands. the Fool. So I'm thinking you're in the journey of giving other people necessary experience that they need with the Fool there and the Page of Wands. And by just focusing on yourself and your own happiness, you are not there maybe scooping other people up and saving them. And this is the help that you can provide at this point. Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. I didn't mean this to be any kind of relationship reading, but I can't force the hand of the divine. I asked for a personal growth and spiritual, but this has to do with this other person. You see, they are in their unexperience. They are going to come and try to attack you while you are taking care of your own business here, and you know, make a drama, try to pull you into their little bit of war. Don't care for that. They are just a clown trying to get your attention. Stay in this tranquil mood. If they want to be with you, they need to be with you in harmony, not trying to get your attention like a clown. Okay. So, long story there. I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you and your situation and your personal and spiritual growth, which I really hope we can focus on now. I'm going to take a card from the KUAN Oracle. Looks like this is a very big box, because I want to see the essence of this reading, the messages that the divine wants to give to you about your personal and spiritual growth. Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. So I'm going to read this for you as well. Number 12. It's windy, I guess. So wind is blowing and the birds are playing in the wind, and it's I don't know if that's waves or it's mountains. Maybe it's a little bit of both. 12. Destiny calls you beyond the edge of your world. The path now leads you to my sacred mountain. So it is a mountain. The ascent can be challenging at times, but heaven on earth awaits you. To clear the way for you, I'm sending a guide, an emissary of love. With this guide, your journey will happen more swiftly, safely, and easily, and you will be able to cover terrain that would otherwise have been inaccessible for you. I will always provide whatever help you need to attain your divine destiny. Accept my help in all its form to make the way easier for yourself. And I'm thinking a lot about the self-love here, that if you can tap into that, you will tap into this loving guide of yours that will make you be able to transform here really quickly and come maybe kind of ascend into the karmic spiral to a higher level. Sometimes the invitation forward in life looks like a stop sign. It seems like a kink in the plan you thought was unfolding so perfectly, and no when you wanted to hear yes. However, the stop sign in life are ways of the divine saying, slow down and let me help you here. There is a better way and I can lead you there if you allow me. So if you are in a difficult situation, know that you are not punished. That is actually an alternative road that the divine wants to show to you, and the road that you were thinking of that might have gotten some kind of challenge to it is maybe not the best one. The better way might mean more information or a more experienced guide to help you navigate some tricky issues. So often also ask for help if you are in any kind of predicament. Often we don't know what we don't know. That means we don't even know what question to ask. The divine knows, however. The divine is looking out for you and sending you some information, guidance, or insight that you need to stay safe and make progress on your journey. If you are nurturing a vision or a dream, this oracle comes with the guidance that you are going to receive divine blessing for its manifestation. It is also a sign that you must be willing to let go of how it is supposed to be done and instead allow it to happen accordingly to divine timing and a higher will. If you give up control and keep believing in your eventual success, it will happen more easily for you. So also stay in tune with when you're trying to force yourself into doing things, and instead try to go with what feels like it's calling to you, that you want to do these things, and see the magic happening. There is a challenge ahead of you, quite possibly one of your conscious choosing. This challenge will stretch you beyond your known limitations and lead you into incredible new experiences that broadens your horizon and inspire your soul. You are supported to experience this challenge, but will need help from a more experienced guide. This will make the journey all the more successful for you. Seek out those that have information, experience, skill, or connection in whatever matters are of most importance for you now. So it's also a good time to go on an education or a workshop and see if this can open more doors for you. Trust your intuition to discern what guidance is most helpful for you. This is not about giving away your power. It's about becoming more informed so you can make better decisions and choices. Do you have trust issues from the past? Difficulties trusting yourself or the divine or other people? Now is the time to let that go, because if you learn to trust yourself, that you can take care of yourself no matter what happens, make yourself big and the problems really small. You don't have to have these trust issues. It doesn't matter if other people can't be trusted, because you will fix it. You can be trusted. You can move further, faster on your life journey if you allow yourself to trust and be supported by others now, but I think by yourself now. Use your inner wisdom to discern which people are best to trust and rely upon. So also this, if you feel your instincts are saying, I can't trust this person, then, trust yourself that you can't trust this person and seek guidance elsewhere. If you have been contemplating a path of training program, a new vocation or adventure, a new spiritual teaching or lifestyle, or anything that would take you beyond that you have known, and you are uncertain whether you are capable or qualified enough, the oracle brings reassurance. This is a part of your divine journey. There is a special gift waiting for you upon this journey, and in taking it, you shall be supported with all you need. So this is a prayer for you. I call upon KUAN, who loves me unconditionally, and her unconditionally loving emissaries and guides, the sacred Sherpas of my soul. Please help me tread the most sacred path of grace to fulfillment of my destiny. Show me the way. Help me to trust. Help me to recognize the presence of your hand, even if at first I do not see it. I surrender my doubt, and with joy in my heart, I open to receive your blessings, protection, and assistance in all ways. Through my own free will, so be it. Place your hands in prayer position and bow your head. You have finished your healing process. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. And now I will move on to your cards. And this is your future there. This is your now, and this is your past. So we have the Four of Wands. So you definitely obtained a certain level of self-love that you're choosing. You have already made this choice. You're choosing it in front of the clown here with trust issues. Unexperienced clown with trust issues. But also remember that this is just, if someone has kept you on an arm's length distance like this, because they have trust issues, you have trust issues too. If they don't trust you, maybe you don't trust you. So here you have been working on this, and you have done a good job. So there's nothing wrong here. And this is the now, Ace of Pentacles. This is your new path that we have been talking about. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands. So on this new part, only fair and honest relationships are allowed. So that is something you need to keep in mind. Fair and honest relationships. Try to find out what's fair and speak with an honest heart. And this is the future. And here we can see a little bit more like danger on your path. I don't see like an immediate solution to any problems from the outside, like someone coming and scooping you up and saving you from your troubles. I'm seeing you being put in a difficult situation to learn to find yourself and to find your own dignity and your own authority. And this will also be a time where you are leaving a lot of stuff behind, maybe things that you have put a lot of energy into, dreams and such, because it wasn't really what you really would want to do. It was just something you did maybe to get a good outcome or to get success, but it wasn't really you. Here instead we're going back to the dreams that you have had as an inner child, like a child, not an inner child, but a child. And there's certain things that got in the way for those dreams, and it's about to see what it is that have blocked you, so that you can make better choices for yourself, more in tune with your true self and what will actually truly really give you happiness. We have these ideas in society: you need to work hard, be rich, own this, own that, to stay safe and live a healthy life. But I think you should focus more on happiness and see what that leads you. So here we have a Five of Pentacles. So we can see that the world hasn't really supported you. Rather, it has been like a wind coming in and just stealing your stuff that you had and flying away with it. And so I don't think you have felt particularly respected or supported or loved by the people in your surrounding. But this has reflected, of course, something deeper. So even if that was the choice, you chose to be a winner. Okay, so even if the clowns here were not giving you the time of day or giving you any how can I say this, any confirmation that you were loved, you chose to feel loved and successful anyway. So this was the thing you did to break free from this old pattern. And here we have you, Knight of Swords, breaking free and building walls around yourself, because you learn to put boundaries, you learn to take better care of yourself. If no one else take care of me, I will do that. Okay, so very good decisions, very firm, sturdy work that have happened here. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So we can see that people still want to interact with you, and they would want to steer you back into this more dramatic situation that we see here. And your job is to not let that happen, to stay in this 4-4 tranquil mood. So even if life steals away everything that you had, we have actually, I'm seeing a scene, it's from a Swedish movie. It's with Astrid Lindgren, and it's about two kids that's living in this castle, and their parents are being like thieves and vandals. And there's a scene where these thieves are going to rob people that's riding through the forest. And there's one man, he's playing different instrument. He's playing an instrument, and the thieves are stealing the instrument, and he's picking up another instrument and keep on playing that, and they steal that too. And then he picks up a little pipe where he's playing, and then the thief steals that too, and then he whistles, and they can't steal his whistling. So this is a little bit what I see from you, that the world wants things from you. They're pulling in you and wants your attention, and let them steal whatever they want. They can't steal what's really you. Okay, so even if your life is really hard and you're being challenged in different ways, both by people that might act like they love you, but also other people that don't have like any relationships to you. It can be clients, it can be lawyers, it can be co-workers, it can be authorities, things that shows up in your life. Don't let them steal your whistling. Okay, stay true to yourself, even when being very challenged and maybe pointed out as the bad guy or the bad girl, or that they try to provoke some kind of reaction. Work together with the situation in the way that you have to, because of different if you are on your work, for example, you might need to fulfill your work, but don't let them steal your whistle. Okay, still be in tune with your inner support, that you're supporting yourself, and you're not going to let them provoke you into falling off and landing into this situation again, or this feeling. So it might happen, you can fall off, but you will easily get yourself back again. You might need maybe a week to feel like the victim, and that you're always unjustly treated, and always these things happen to you. It's okay, but after a week you will get back to business and come back on your feet and have your whistle again, be able to whistle. So even if people steal things from you, you still have your foundation, so you can always build it up. And for every time people steal things from you, or take away certain options, or limiting you in some way, it's another door that's opening. So rejection and these kind of persecutions I'm seeing here can sometimes be God's protection, that there's a better way for you to do things. So here we have the Emperor, so even more with the fours, 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, victory, and 4, the Emperor. You need to stay in this mood that whatever happens on the outside, you are fine. You are not losing your balance. You're sitting firmly on your throne, and people can steal all your instruments, and you keep on working with what you have towards your goal, and taking really good care of you. And here we have a Queen of Swords. So you're also going to have to speak up for yourself and defend yourself. It doesn't mean that you will win, but just the thing of you defending yourself, or voicing your concerns, or even this music, to just give yourself justice, and not laying flat for anyone that's trying to victimize you in any kind of way. Here we have a 7 of Pentacles, so it's not going to give you immediate success. 8 of Pentacles, it's going to come after hard work, because there was a long time when you were creating this kind of mirror in the world, and will take some time before you can create a better mirror, but you're putting in very good work into this, very fertile. So whatever challenging thing you are going through, it's you working on these issues to make them better, to make you create things in a better way in the world from here and on. So you won't see immediate rewards for your changed attitude, where you wait for, here maybe before you waited for someone else to come and save you, and you waited for someone else to give you justice. Here you need to save yourself, give yourself justice, and it won't have immediate rewards. It might even be blocks and other things that seemingly are in the way for your progress, but progress is going to come. This is a sure thing. It's just that it takes a little time. If you have created something in a certain way, it takes time for the ship to turn. It's a big ship, this your life, to a new direction, and creating better things for you. And this is your future. And so we have the 6 of Swords here. There's going to be things inside of you that you need to figure out. Why are you doing them? Whose expectations are you trying to live up to? Are you earning all this money for yourself, or is it like a squirrel behavior that you're doing to save yourself from some unknown danger in the future? it's a lot of things that you are going to have to figure out about yourself before you can put everything in its most harmonious form in your life. It means that on the surface here you can have success, but on the inside there's still things that you are doing that's not in your highest interest. And here we have the Five of Wands. So that will unfortunately in the future continue bringing in these energies that's challenging you, and you will have to defend yourself, or you will have to sort out, okay, so this person is challenging me like this. What am I seeing in this situation? Are they right? Am I right? Have I the right on my side? And working through this, sorting this out. So it's going to come more laps. We have Eight of Pentacles here, so it's kind of karmic. So it's going to come more laps with more of these intense challenges. So here we have also the Devil. See what this 10 of Swords and the Star. Okay, so I'm thinking you're going to have success in the now. You're going to see some success. It's not a like ground shaking success, but and it's a success that won't come like this, but it will come a success out of this. You will come out on the other side of this, what has just started to challenge you. Maybe in the past, maybe in 2020, for example, something started to challenge you, and you will have in this year here, 2021, you will have success with that. It won't be like a rocket success, or just you like row your boat gently down the stream. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a little bit more a rough patch. You're not going to feel totally comfortable, but you will still reach successes that's long lasting. But unfortunately you are on a very karmic path, and I don't know exactly what will happen here, but I'm seeing that people are not letting go of your like they're holding on to your sweater, and they are not letting go, and they are continue being like in your face, challenging you, doing different things that makes you feel like you could go crazy. It's like they want you to perish from this world, or they are persecuting you, or bullying you, or it's a lot of different things that can be here for different of you. And it will bring out the worst, like the thing that people didn't show to you before. You could just see it underneath the surface, that they are out to get me, but if I smile really nice, I might be able to make them calm down. But here you have stopped smiling really nice, and they are not calming down. Okay, so 7. Life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. So you're going against, let's say that there has been a certain order in the world, that some were slaves and some were leaders. And these leaders, they want to continue being leaders, even if they are not particularly wise enough to have this leadership. We saw this with the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles there. And your newfound tranquility, when nothing can steal you from whistling, this is making this other energy very agitated with you, and they want to steal, also your whistling is what I'm seeing. So you're not a pathfinder, but a path maker. You're changing destiny for people, for you, for yourself, for your surrounding. It will spread like rings on water. So it's almost like if you compare to, for example, the Me Too movement or Black Lives Matters, and you are doing this in your own life. Here we have the police that wants to shoot you down, and you tell them that my life matters. I'm not this rag doll that you can, chew up and spit out. Like was thinking I talked about a dog, but maybe it was an earlier reading about a dog that chewed people's shoes. How to deal with that dog is to give it like something else, like another bone to chew on. Maybe that's something for you as well. Watch your inquiry. Trust that you will be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into a dangerous situation for which you are unprepared, but it's like a trap from the divine to make you grow. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. So they are pushing you down the rabbit hole and say, oops, because they want to give you this experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of your journey with alert eyes. Don't assume you know this territory. You may not recognize what is hidden by camouflage. This is not a time for careless adventure. So I would urge you all to, do things that are on the right side of, for example, the law, or follow the rules of your workplace. Try to not do things that you can later be held accountable for in different ways, because you can feel like you're safe, nothing is going to happen, but things are going to happen. Things are going to be shaken down here in the probably 2021, and you are going to have to stay resilient and whistling to this, but also learn a lot of new things. And you will be broken down, but not as broken as you lose your whistling. It will actually free you in some way from some kind of block that your voice have experienced before. So it will give you valuable teaching that you will have good use of later on. But at this, as the time approaches here in your future, you might feel like you're punished. So I'm thinking, accept whatever happens, okay? Whatever, I don't mind what happens. And you can say, I accept that my coworkers aren't supporting me. I accept that my family is gossiping about me behind my back. And you can, it's also this with the serenity prayer, that deal with the things that you can deal with and leave the rest up to God, okay? Don't drive yourself crazy with things you can't control. You can't control other people. You might not be able to control big outcomes in the world, or how your boss will respond to a certain challenging situation. But I'm seeing you coming out of this, standing on your own 2 feet and still whistling, like even if they steal all your instruments. So try to, I'm thinking this is like a trial. Maybe you are going to ascend to a higher level of consciousness, where you are not being so pushed back and forward by the happenings in your life, but you will actually be able to be cool no matter what happens. The problem isn't really what is happening. The problem is what you think about what is happening, what you feel about what is happening. Eckhart Tolle is someone I can recommend for times like these. He has described a scenery where a person has lost everything on the stock market, and this person has just been and signed some papers giving away their business, their home, everything to the I guess the bill collectors or whatever it is called, and this person is now taking the bus, because the car is also gone, taking the bus to their new little rented room. It's not as fancy as before. But through this whole process, this person doesn't have to scream and whine and feel unjustly treated, because they have awareness in the now. Whatever happens on the outside, it's just Maya, illusion. It's just a play, it's just a game, it's just a video game. What is true is you and your whistling, that you can stay in tune with you and love your life. The sun still rises, the night still comes, the moon comes up, sea is still beautiful, birds and other animals, they're still beautiful. Just because you lost this, that you will lose anyway in the end, because neither of us come out from this situation alive. I think it's about accepting losses and seeing what's there after the losses. They can take away your everything except your soul. And this is what you will learn. And when you have learned this, you will become super resilient, super strong, and very grown up. Because the star card is also in connection with the strength card. 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. So I'm thinking 2021 will be the year of becoming a grown-up. And you will be challenged until you grow up. So that's what I'm seeing. So it's not about, you can't be this little bird that wants to be fed. You need to take more responsibility for your own life and for your own energy, what kind of energy you are putting out there. So what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It's not about whitewashing. Oh, I feel so great, and then you not feel great. It's about going to the darkest corners of yourself and healing this. Okay, so a little bit of a shock. First it was a love reading, and then it's ended up in this kind of a little bit disaster. But the disaster is there to teach you something that will help you kind of ascend, maybe from 3D instead of being left here on Earth. That might end in some kind of craziness. You have the chance here to ascend to higher levels of the earth and choose another dimensional path. So it's like sliding doors for you, but all will be determined in how you can take this challenge that will come. First this challenge here where you hold to your guns, and then this challenge here where even more will be stolen from you, but you keep to your whistling. You don't lose your soul self here. Okay, so I hope this helped and didn't freak you out too much. And I will ask again later this week what you want me to do for the next membership video in a week's time. So you can prepare for that and think a little bit what you want to see. But you can write it maybe in this in the description box of this video. Write down what you would like to hear about next time, so I will know what kind of questions to throw out there. 4 or 5 questions. Do you want this kind of talk or this kind of reading, or whatever idea you might have. So one of your ideas might be the one thing I will ask the other members if they would want to have that idea in reality. Okay. So my beautiful members, I'm so grateful for you being with me and helping out my channel, and that we can come close like this. It's really making me very happy, and I feel deep gratitude and gratefulness. So until next time, take really good care, and bye bye.